Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Brickin with Rick Live. So today we are going to be building a great set that came out about a month ago. It is Santa's Sleigh, set 40499. And I'm going to bring a good friend of mine on, fellow AFOL, and somebody who reached out to me very early on in my YouTube career, which is just under a year old. And he's also part of the AFOL community. He's a great guy. Here he comes, BrettLego.
Hey, Rick.
How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm in the Christmas mood, Christmas spirit. So
yes, I see that. That's excellent. So we also have some friends in the chat. We've got the Trade Company. Hello. We've got VW Bricks. How you doing? We got I think I saw Minimal Bricks in there. Yep, yeah. We got a bunch of people watching. So hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're unable to comment, that's okay. If you're here watching with us, that's fantastic. So yeah, so this set came out about a month ago, and I'm excited to build it. And we were actually just talking, Brett and I, a second ago, thinking that we were live, but we weren't, because apparently you have to actually hit go live. So rookie here with this, so that's fun. But we're ready to go. So let's get building. So yeah, tell me about that shirt, Brett.
I love this shirt because it's a t-shirt. So I don't get too hot. I'm going to Christmas parties, especially they're in December, but they're all indoors, so you don't need a sweater. So
absolutely.
I wear this one.
Smart decision.
Oh, my poor instructions.
I know. Mine too. Yeah. Quality.
Good morning,
well,
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing? This is great. So I also have a Christmas sweater, but I decided no, it's hot. It's full long sleeve. It's a sweater. It's going to be hot down here, so I'm just going with plaid today.
My reindeer.
Oh yeah. Hey, they each come individually bagged. That's so interesting. Cool. Yeah. This is awesome. Well, actually, those are going to be the first things I open because I've been wanting to see one of these things.
They're cool how they're dual molded and with different types of plastic.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a reindeer right there. Let's see if it focuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. I like how these are flexible because these would tend to easily break off and
good point.
Have issues.
Yes. I'll get all four of those opened up. So I think we're probably going to run for about an hour and a half, maybe two, depending on how long it takes us to build this set, but we will go until it's done.
Sure. Good morning, Brickman Mosaics.
Hello, Brickman Mosaics Art. Welcome to the stream. Excellent. Nice to see you in there.
So as we get going on this, do you have plans to add stickers, or are you going to do original or what?
That's an interesting question. I think this set's going to stay together, so this set's getting the stickers.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
I'll put the stickers on. I do plan to do modifications at some point, but this is going to be the official set and kind of like just kind of zone out and just build something, and then I'll probably get ideas to tweak it later.
Yeah. I like it. So it's a small set, but the bags actually did come numbered. So we've got bags 1 and 2. So 2 bag 1s, 2 bag 2s.
And there's some small bag that has Santa's hat.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Now I did have a build camera set up. We were testing it out, but unfortunately it was very laggy. So decided not to keep it on. So I will get that fixed. So the next time we do this. Oh, Clarence Wilson's in the house. Hello, honey. That is my wife.
Okay, so Trade Company says add stickers during it, not afterwards, because it's so much harder.
Right. I typically do as we go along, add the stickers as Lego instructs. Unless I'm not adding them, and then I just don't at all. Yeah. So here's my Santa's hat. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first. Well, it's my second Christmas set, but my first Santa set.
So is this your first Santa minifig?
I might have one that I received in a bulk lot, but this would be the first real one. Actually, no, we did get a Santa minifig in the Advent calendar last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. I had to take things apart and add stickers, says the trade company. Oh boy. Yeah.
I'm excited about this piece. I mean, we'll get to it when we fill up the sleigh.
I saw that. Yeah.
So
it's awesome. I feel like I've got 2 of them, so I think I know what I might be doing with them.
You have 2 of them? Oh, yeah, you have 2 sets.
Yes, I did buy 2 of these, so I will do an extreme micro Stratoblaster. White edition.
Acoustic blaster. I've changed the name. Is there acoustic guitars?
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, that's right. These are just acoustic guitars. All right. So the first thing we're building is Santa. So what does your family do for the Christmas holidays, Brett? Do you have any special traditions or?
I feel like we have a handful of traditions that that kind of like rotate. So it may not happen every year, but usually the things we're doing, there's always one new thing. But
right.
This year was the earliest I've ever set up Christmas. It was it almost happened on Halloween. I did pull out the boxes on Halloween.
Oh boy.
But it was the next day. Or 2 days that I was like setting up Christmas stuff. So,
well, for us, we do tend to get Halloween out of the way first, and then we like to get things going early. So I think we've already got the house underway in terms of getting it tidied up from Halloween, and I think the tree will come out. Maybe next weekend we'll get it out and put that up. And it's just nice to have everything set up kind of for a longer period of time. You get to enjoy it longer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so very cool.
I've never done it, but I've heard of other people setting up their tree and then making it like a Thanksgiving tree. I don't really know how to totally decorate it, but you could do could write notes or just have other things on there. Or some people don't even put the ornaments on until later, but Thank you. I do like this T-shirt. It's very nice.
Yes.
It even has reindeer on it.
Yes. It's great. I love it. And Jeff Van Winden says white equals Futuron. Yeah, maybe we could do a Futuron style guitar spaceship. All right, so Santa is built. I don't know if you held yours up, Brett, but here you go. Hopefully it focuses. My camera's kind of doing some weird stuff with the focus. There you go.
Ooh, I like that he's got a candy cane tied into the back hip pocket there.
Yes.
That's cool.
A stashed snack for later.
It'd be fun to dive into all the Santa minifigs that they've released and like which one is different.
Uh-oh. Now this needs to zoom again. Oh, boy. Hi, everybody. It's 8-Bit Rick.
You're in a fishbowl.
How do I get it to... You just slowly bring it back? Is that what we do?
There we go.
We're back. And we're back.
Okay, Brandon's asking if we use real trees or fake ones. We've done both. Last year, we were gifted a fake tree. And someone's like, you can have it as long as you store it. Like, don't give it back to us kind of a thing.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, man, that's the part about fake trees is storing them.
Yeah.
But I was good. I stored it for an entire year, and now I got it out of that corner, and I have a free space for a few months.
So that's awesome. We started with a real tree for the first few Christmases, and then we moved to a fake tree simply because we found a pretty good one at Costco, and we liked that we liked the lights were already installed, because that was kind of one of the things about doing a tree is there's a lot of time putting on the lights, and so we liked that option, and so we went with it, and we've had a fake tree ever since.
You are like next level fancy. I still have to do the whole lights. So
well, right. And so this year, or rather I think about 3 years ago, Costco released one that had the option to change colors between white and multicolored. And also the branches don't have to be positioned, because that's one thing that happened with our first tree is you had to manually position all the little, and that was just kind of a pain. So this one, you literally just pop the tubes in and it just falls open and it's done. It's like 5-minute setup. It's incredible.
That's cool. That's like almost easier than like a blow up one. I thought about that too.
I have never heard of a blow up Christmas tree, but
It's usually in the front yard, but not really.
oh yes, yeah. So yeah, so we get the Christmas tree up. We don't go crazy with the house decorations, but we will put things out. We did have a nativity scene at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it met with an unfortunate end one Christmas, and we have not gone ahead and replaced it. So we should do that.
I like. Wow, there's a lot of presents in this set.
Yeah, I know. I think I might save. Well, yeah, I'll build them. Yeah, there's a lot of like 2x2 presents that we're building right now. I mean, it is Christmas, so you know.
Look at all that.
Yes, gifts galore. I just wish the instructions weren't so crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And what about lights? Do you put lights up on your house, Brett?
I do not. For a while, I had some lights that were like secondhand. Some I picked up at garage sales or gotten from my parents who upgraded to other stuff. And so all my lights were like kind of mixed matched. And I'm like, I want to have a unified system.
Mm-hmm.
I could never really decide. And then my kids, I mean, they're now older, but it was like the first couple of years, they would never go outside and would never really appreciate it. It would just be for my neighbors. And
oh yeah,
I like my neighbors, but that's a lot of work for them.
Just
so.
Yeah.
So we actually, I wrap lights inside our house.
Oh yeah.
So there were times I would wrap lights around the kids' bunk beds.
Oh, that's cool.
Right now I have them on some railings and some garland out. So our inside looks very, very Christmassy, which is where
awesome.
We are. So
yeah, when I was a kid, we used my parents bought us some miniature Christmas trees, so we would have those sitting next to our bed. That was always fun.
We had that for a while. Kids had some ones like from IKEA that were like maybe 2 feet tall, maybe 1.5 feet tall, and they could usually they were just there, but they would just have them next to their beds. But
right. Let's pop the chat out here.
What is a Dutch Christmas? December 6th.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
Does that mean that I'll buy my Christmas and you buy your Christmas? We'll go Dutch?
I think that is exactly what that means. Yep.
But why that day?
Yeah, I don't know. So because we don't have a down build camera, we will hold up our things as we've already been doing as we move along.
This is as far as I've got.
What we're doing. All right, there you go. Well, I'm gonna catch up to you then.
Okay.
I'm gonna skip the presents. Get right to the building. And I'm dealing with poor lighting here because I don't want to saturate myself with the light. So it's kind of difficult to see some of the pieces here, but that's something I'm going to have to fix in the future.
Okay, would you mind reading that last thing in the chat?
The feast, Sinterklaas, celebrates the name day of Saint Nicholas on December 6th.
Cool.
Yeah, that is. The quality and clarity of videos is much better than IG Live. Yes, this is exactly why I wanted to get onto YouTube, was that you can now hear Brett and I in full audio, HD audio, and see us in HD video. So it's just far superior.
Well, Rick is much more superior. My quality went just barely higher.
Oh, come on.
It's just barely.
What are you talking about?
Hey, the Brick Cove.
Hey, Aubrey, how you doing?
Okay. She's popping in to say hi, and then she'll be around later.
Awesome. Sounds good. Now, do you get out to do any tobogganing?
You're what?
You get sleighing, tobogganing.
So actually,
down hills on things.
a little bit. So my father-in-law has snowmobiles, so we often will do that.
Yes.
But sometimes that doesn't even happen until like January, February. So it's not usually a holiday thing, but definitely a winter thing.
Right.
And then when we're up on the mountain, then yeah, we'll go up there and do some sledding for a day or two, and that's usually enough for me. Like, I don't need to do it every single day. Like once, twice a year. Perfect.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. You going down is easy, but climbing back up, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
Especially if it's a big hill and you've got kids in tow. The Dutch give presents on December 6th and celebrate the religious aspect of Christmas on the 25th and 26th. Oh, that's cool.
I like that. We have a little bit of that like tension between both sides of that Christmas, like the reason and then the fun gift part of it. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's kind of separating the two and keeping the religious part of it alone, isolated. Arnaud is asking if this is a different angle. Yes, it is, slightly different. This is my build space is just off to the left of where I usually sit for Instagram, so you're getting a bit of a different view, but it's pretty much the same.
And it's not mirrored.
It's not mirrored, so you can actually read. And when I put my right hand up, I know that I'm pointing at the right place. Brickin's Den.
Yeah, like my little talk Lego to me.
Yes. So eventually, I will continue to stream on Instagram with people that are on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I will eventually like to have everybody over onto YouTube to join me here. And I also have some great YouTube buddies, including Jeff Van Winden, who is VW Bricks in the chat right now. And I want to thank him again for letting me piggyback off of his StreamYard. This is the only thing that made this possible today. So thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
And we may see him later on. He's busy building his castle for Brick Fair, Alabama, his gigantic castle build. It's incredible. So he might pop in a little later when he's got some time.
This is where we are so far. So little base. These are already the highly contested snot bracket pieces that everyone doesn't like.
Oh, I did not know that people didn't like them. Why would people not like them?
Because later in the build, nothing gets attached to these, so why have them?
Right.
So I plan to address that at some point.
I see. Later on equals after Brick Fair, Alabama. That's hilarious. So that's when Jeff will be joining us. Oh, we missed Brandon earlier, said that he loves the idea of using a blow-up tree inside. However, his cats would murder it. Yeah. That would be definitely an issue. Yeah. We don't have any pets in the house. We have pet allergies here, so no pets for us.
We are a similar situation.
It's kind of in some ways it's a good thing. In other ways, it's a bad thing. I mean, pets are great, and I am definitely a dog person. Grew up with dogs in our family, and the girls love dogs, but that's the one that they're most allergic to. So,
I grew up with a cat, and she lived quite a long time, probably 12 years.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah,
there for most of my childhood.
Yeah, that's nice. Pets are great when you're a kid because they're a friend when people aren't around to play with you. You can play with your pet, keep you company.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pull the whole Lego didn't send me a part.
Oh, I thought I had that problem, and then I realized, when you showed the Santa's beard, I thought, oh my gosh, they didn't send me the beard, and then I realized it was in another bag.
Oh.
Small bag that I hadn't opened.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I've got the front sleighs going on too. So with 2022 season coming up with the shows and whatnot, I know there's a few question marks still in the air in terms of which ones will actually be happening. I'm pretty sure that Brick Fair, Alabama is 100% a go. Am I correct in saying that?
You mean just it will happen in general?
Meaning it will happen in general, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything that's been announced will go forward. Just will depend on what it looks like. So
right.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the next ones. Actually, same thing with the weekend before that is Bricks LA in LA. And they're usually the first or second weekend of January. So that's a show I would like to do, but it's the fact that it comes up like right after the holidays makes me feel like, oh yeah, I totally forgot to plan for that.
VW Bricks is saying, Minimal Bricks is saying he added cannons to his to the sleighs of this. Yes, he did a great armament addition to his Santa sleigh. It's fantastic.
I like it.
Really, truly made it a battle pack.
Yeah.
Battle ready Santa. Yeah, so I would like to go to that Alabama. It's a little bit more doable for me than Cascades, although you know how it's going with Cascades. I want to be there, so.
Yep.
We shall see. And then Brick World Chicago, that one I can say with almost 100% certainty that I will go to, and I'm pretty sure that Mr. Van Winden would like to join me. If you would like to join me on a trip, we could go together.
That's a summer one, right?
Yeah, April or May, I think.
Okay.
I'd have to look at it again.
It is on my list of ones to get to at some point, so.
Yeah, it would be great if you were able to come out. So you purchased the Home Alone set, correct?
I did, and it arrived yesterday.
It did.
Or the day before, and
that's exciting.
Father's Day weekend. So that might be when Brick World is. VW says so. That would probably be June. But yes, I will pull up the next Christmas build for me. This thing.
It's huge.
It is massive. It is really heavy.
Yeah.
It's 4,000 pieces, or just shy of 4,000 pieces.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's awesome. Kevin. Yeah, I have not pulled the trigger on that one yet. There's a few other sets that I desired a bit more, so those are taking precedent. But eventually, I think that set will make it into the fold.
I think it's the perfect Christmas decoration, so it qualifies as that.
Yep, that's right.
But I used it as my birthday spending thing since it came out like a week after my birthday. I was like, can we just get this instead? So
good idea.
It was.
I watched a review this morning on YouTube of it, relatively positive review. I know there's been some criticism. I saw something the other day about the color of the bricks, like the actual tone of the color they used for the bricking of the house, but I think that's a bit ridiculous.
Like the
actual
should be a different color, or did Lego mess up on their color?
They were suggesting that it should be a lighter brown, almost like a tan color, but you know, it's if you look at the house, it's a red brick house with very light colored mortar, so it's from a distance the mortar does tend to make it look more beige-ish, but
I see.
But the bricks aren't tan color, they're red, so it's a little bit of a stretch. It's people just being a little bit over picky, I think.
Yeah, I think I was watching Tiago's review on it,
right,
and shortly after, which he did a good job of explaining it, and I love his take. Since he was a Lego designer, does not hold back on punches on it,
right,
but also points out good things, and I feel like it's not fake. But right after that video, they the YouTube algorithm showed me the just more Home Alone things, and one of them was like behind the scenes that you can go to every single shot or place that they shot the movie in Chicago. And so that could be kind of fun if we were in Brick World Chicago to go look at all the sites.
Ooh, okay. It's a date.
Mhm.
And we have Scothew in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Scothew. He says the Home Alone set makes me want to make a Christmas Die Hard mock. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yes. Nakatomi Plaza would be an incredible mock.
I thought it would have been funny to have Bruce Willis be a figure from the Home Alone, or sorry, from the Lego Movie 2 movie, because he's in it like 2 different scenes. So
yeah. So that's where we're at right now with the build.
There we are.
I'm just one step behind here with that seat, so I'll get that going right now.
Yeah.
Do you keep your set on the table when you're building, or do you kind of hold it in your hand and move it around when you're building?
Usually on the table.
Okay. Sometimes, depending on the size of the build, I'm right now I'm just holding this in my hand and applying pieces. It just feels like I can move a bit easier.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way. It's just how I happen to do it.
Do you remember those parts from Lego Movie 2 where Bruce Willis showed up, made little cameos?
I don't, actually. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that one. I really didn't get into it as much as I did the first one.
That's okay.
But please tell us more.
They make the joke. Well, actually, they say something about
how it's not a Christmas movie, or
no, I forget why they bring up Bruce Willis. I think it's just a funny punchline, like, oh yeah, and there's Bruce Willis over there, like he's relaxing in a jacuzzi kind of a thing.
Right.
But I think they made that point to later when Wild Style is trying to escape from the theme song that's gonna get stuck in your head.
Oh yeah.
Song. And she runs into Bruce Willis in the air vent, like he was doing that in the movie.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so,
oh, that movie is amazing. And it is a well-known debate whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Bruce Willis swears up and down that it is not, from what I understand, a Christmas movie.
I think he's saying that to drive up more people to
go and watch it. Yeah.
Go watch it.
Yeah. It's definitely associated with Christmas.
Yeah. I don't think I watched it last year, so I'm gonna have to watch that.
Definitely. Is an
absolute.
absolute.
Tell me any more traditions that you guys have, maybe in your current family?
Yeah. So, with my brothers and parents, we would traditionally open one gift on Christmas Eve, and that was really because we would hassle our parents to do so until they finally gave in and said yes.
Yeah.
And that just became a thing. And so I think we may start doing that with our kids as well. But right now it's everybody goes down early, and then Santa shows up at some point.
You hear that, kids? If you hassle your dad, you'll get a present on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. No, why did I say it? I shouldn't have said it. Yeah, well, as long as everybody is happy, that's all that really matters, right? That's interesting. I just got a notification that a device signed in under my account, so I'm not sure if that's a delayed notification because I did that earlier or what, but that's weird.
If Rick from the future comes and pops into the stream, that could be interesting.
Right? Oh, it's my daughter. Wow. Maybe she'll come into the stream. Oh my goodness. Oh, VW Bricks confirms it is a Christmas movie.
You heard it here.
Yep. Irrefutable. This debate is over. Oh, are we doing 2 of these? Oh my goodness.
Well, I think I just finished bag 1.
Nice. Well, you are tearing it up over there.
I have all these extra pieces, but I realize it's the filler for the ring.
Oh, then maybe I'm Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's just all these nougat bricks for the filler of the reindeer that I'm not going to put in there. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Toy Company.
Congrats, Brett, she says. Yeah, I finished as well. So yeah, you're right. There's a lot of extra pieces that just kind of go in. And there were also a few gifts that I didn't build. So we're moving on to bag.
Oh, if you wanted to keep building, I could read off Santa's nice list.
Sure, go for it. Let's hear it.
I can see Claudia, maybe a Julia. Wow, it's hard to read. Ralph, Kenneth. That's about all I can see.
We've got oh boy, that's a tough one to read. Oliver, John. Hey, John made the list. Yeah, I can't read half of them. It's a little blurry.
I wasn't sure if we could say your name. That's why I didn't say your name. So, hi, Emily.
Oh, right. Hi, Emily. Yes, anybody who's comfortable with their names, their real names being said, please let us know in the chat, and we will do that. So bag 2 had one small bag inside of it, and then there's a secondary bag 2 that I've got tucked over here. So eventually, Brett, I will have more guests on. I would like you to, I would be very happy if you were able to return and join me on these lives in the future.
Absolutely.
Excellent. We'll go ahead.
Let's see. I hoped Emily thinks she's on the nice list. I will check it twice, but I do not see anything.
Well, if you turn it around, Brett, on the back side is the naughty list, and I see Emily there. So.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Emily, you're on the naughty list.
There's a few check marks next to that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like several times your name appears. Okay, now what on earth did I miss in the previous? See, this is what I. Oh, I see. To check twice. You have to check your instructions twice.
Yep.
Just like Santa.
I was very happy with the price point of this set. Was is it $35.99 where I live, or $36? But under $40. So I'm guessing for you, it probably was that 40.
It was at yeah, I think it was 40, $49.99. I think it was.
Okay.
And then of course we have to pay that tax.
Yes.
The good old Canadian tax.
I pay tax. It's just in different places.
Yep. So what will you do with the set once it's built? Are you going to did you buy 2 of them? I forget now.
I did not buy 2.
Oh, but you have, right.
I already had additional reindeer because I was going to make my own, and then all of a sudden this came out. So I was like, oh, okay. So
Easy.
I will do a modification to this one.
Right.
But I ordered through Bricks and Pieces. I went through the instructions and bought all the pieces for the harness that go through the clips bar. And what's this one called?
Let's see.
Well, when we get to the harness section, we'll show that. But
okay.
I basically kind of rigged it up in my head of how I would do that. Cool. I also bought the Santa's Visit, which I don't have the box next to me. It has all the kids with like jammies on. So I bought a whole bunch of those for all my kids to have.
Oh, that's nice.
To have that on there.
Hey, we got Brick Snaps in the chat, and Scott is saying now they just need to make these 3 times. Yeah, that's right. It is something where they know what they're doing, Lego, eh? Like only giving us 4 reindeer. So similar to what you just said, Brett, my wife bought us all sort of a family set of Christmas pajamas, so we can all wear that together on the day.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Missing some pieces.
Oh no!
Where are they? There we go. They're all red.
I know it's it's tough to. So I think once I get mine built, I will probably just display it somewhere in the house where it's out for the kids to see it.
It might have been Tiago or somebody else online posted setting the sleigh on top of the Home Alone house.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, it's not quite the right scale, but
right,
it's close-ish.
You get the idea, yeah. Have you seen the movie Arthur Christmas?
Remind me the premise.
So it's a British film, and basically it's the 3 generations of Santa. So you've got the grandpa, you've got the current Santa, and then you've got his sons that are eventually going to take over the business, if you will.
Okay.
And the movie is basically showing the difference in how they view the importance of Christmas. The 2 brothers, that is. So one is super technology based. He's got it all. So basically, everything is modernized. Santa's workshop is a group of elves that work in a control center, kind of like NASA. And Santa's sleigh is this giant spaceship type thing. It's not like this. It's much different. And by the way, we might as well give them an update. Here's what is going on.
Yeah.
So we are making good progress. And it's a great movie. It's a really great movie. I won't say anything more about it in case anybody wants to go and watch it.
I may have seen it playing in the background with my kids.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. It probably still available on Netflix, maybe. I'm not sure. Usually comes out every year. So
there was one that my kids also like called Klaus.
Oh yeah,
animated one, and that one's really cool.
Yeah. Without a doubt, though, one of the best Christmas movies is Polar Express.
Yes.
Excellent. It is excellent.
The hot chocolate song.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was just listening to that yesterday. So when I work, I listen to a soundtrack station called Streaming Soundtracks. I've been listening to them for, oh my goodness, now 14 years. So they just play soundtracks from various movies and television shows, and sometimes even video games, which is where I kind of tune out a bit, but unless it's really good. But they had that hot chocolate song playing yesterday, and I loved it. So. Okay, are you applying stickers?
I am on that same page, but not there.
Okay. Sticker time.
No pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Do you use anything to apply stickers? Do you use any Windex or any kind of special method?
I'm just really good.
Right. Listen to this guy.
No, I know of that technique. This one's definitely tricky with the slopature of it.
Mm-hmm. That is true. So just so everybody gets some context, the sticker we're applying is on this piece right here, and this piece is curved. So it's hard to get it like properly lined up. I think I pretty much nailed this one. Klaus is great, says Scothew. Umber Maddie says, Scott, I want you to play Santa when we are old. I bet his beard will be pure white. Welcome to the stream. Yes. Uber Maddie.
Uber Maddie and Scott.
Do you know them?
They know each other.
I figured that.
And one of them is a winner, and one of them came so close on Boone's trivia. So.
Oh, right. Oh, from this week. Yes, that's right.
Better luck next week, right?
Yes, we all have a chance next week where Brick Snaps will be featured. Mr. Peach's Castle himself. That was a nice ding. It was very Christmassy.
Sorry.
That's okay. There are the stickers on the back of the sleigh.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Mine look just as good. No need to show it.
Right.
It looks phenomenal.
In other words,
it didn't mess up.
They are intact, let's say.
Absolutely.
As they were delivered. So when will you build the Home Alone set?
I don't know. I don't want to be rushed, so stop rushing me. No,
okay.
It's the find the right time and just go for it. And
yeah,
it could be like in a couple hours. It could be.
Oh, really?
Later.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant was, will you do it before Christmas or? Well, I know you'll do it before Christmas, but are you going to wait for Thanksgiving to kind of pass? It sounds like you could do it at any time.
Probably not. Let's see. Going back to the chat here. Scott uses tweezers to put on the stickers. The Windex method is when you very lightly spray a piece, like literally just misting it. You can put the sticker on, and you have time to adjust it and tweak it before the Windex evaporates and the alcohol in it evaporates, and then the sticker will stay.
Yeah.
So some people do that. I could see it being useful for very tricky parts, maybe small parts.
Yeah, like really small, like 1x1 stickers where it's tough to get a grip on the tile while you're putting it on. Yeah, and Scothew says tweezers as well, and I've seen that done as well. I've also seen people use the end of a brick separator to kind of help apply the sticker. I find myself, just personally, I like to handle the sticker with my hands, so it just happens to work out that way. And we have a message from Clarence Wilson. I'm sure this comes from one of our daughters. I can't wait to see the sleigh complete, Daddy. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's coming along. And thank you. So let's see. Now we have one of these big side snot bricks or snot plates that you said were highly contested. Oh, but that was because of what happens with the sleigh and not the piece itself, right?
Yeah, it was more of just like they put it on there and they don't actually use it. So.
Yeah, I think probably just there for extra texturing on the side. But yeah,
you could use a rail piece.
Yeah,
which I guess it would not be. They also need to use the 1x2 function of that plate to lock things in. So.
It's kind of a strange piece because when you put a tile or another plate on the front, it is perfectly aligned with the bottom of the plate. Whereas with a regular snot brick, there's usually a half a plate thickness at the bottom. But now this gets you right lined up. I'll see if I can show people this.
Yeah, I'm behind on the.
All right, so here you go. So if these snot bricks or snot plates right here, if I put a plate on there like this, it gets lined up perfectly with the bottom, which is really cool. Whereas with a regular snot brick, you're lifted up a bit. So it's the Lego math. Which I know really nothing about, honestly. Do you ever consider Lego math when you're mocking?
No, it usually just is like just a happy coincidence, like, oh, that worked. Huh.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same for me. I mean, I sometimes I'll work through a problem and then, oh yeah, this is perfect. But I need to get these techniques like written down and keep them beside me so that I can just reference them.
Struggling to find a part, but I guess I'll find it later.
Okay. It's not it's only a 300 and something pieces 343 pieces. So it's not a huge build, but you get a lot of size with it. It's really neat. Neat.
When this set first came out, I didn't realize that there was a drawer function.
Yeah, I didn't either, which is pretty cool. It's Emma. Hey, Emma. Brick separator is what Minimal Bricks uses. Scotty was saying to I'm not sure what he was referencing because I've kind of forgotten, but do it as an Advent build, Brett.
Oh, so people were doing the Home Alone set because there's 24 bags.
Oh, yes.
Doing one bag a day.
Yes, I've heard that too. Yeah.
I could do one bag a day, but I will not wait. I don't want to finish it on Christmas because then I can't really enjoy it. Like,
yeah, right.
We don't tend to keep Christmas up past the New Year, so.
And VW Brick says, maybe are they supposed to be bells? Oh, little studs on the side, maybe.
I feel like they could have put bells on there.
Yep. Well, I guess maybe it leaves it up to us then to finish it off.
That's why they took off a few dollars from the price.
Yeah, that's it. We'll lower the price a little and let them finish it. It's kind of like IKEA furniture. You have to build it, but you pay less.
Probably not what they were going for, but I do enjoy, like, there are sets like that. Like, well, obviously the creator boxes are like that. I'm just about to do that sticker.
Awesome.
But like the Go Brick Me was like that, where they basically give you lots of options and there were some instructions to get you going, but more pieces than you actually could use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was trying to look up this sticker. So it looks like it says Santa on it. But I was trying to see if not only do those numbers mean something, I was trying to see if like 54 degrees north meant something.
It probably is like, yeah, it's probably the coordinates of the North Pole.
I looked it up. It's not.
Oh. So. What is it though? Is it something or not?
So like the 54 degrees north, like the, oh my gosh, is it latitude or longitude? I think it's latitude.
Yep.
Is just below Alaska. So it's north of you and I.
Okay.
And then the 74th degree north is also not quite Arctic Circle. So I think it's supposed to look like Santa.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know why they couldn't just have it say Santa, but I don't know. Maybe there's something there. More stickers? No! The stickers in this set are nice. They add to it like nicely, so it's not overdone.
Yeah, you would think, Scott, that the pole would be there, but you know, I think anything from the Arctic Circle north would be North Pole region.
Yeah, and Emma is asking how many stickers are in the set. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 stickers altogether.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting. So on tiles, it's hard. It won't be able to see it on the camera, but there's like a little sort of bit of plastic where they've cut it from the sheet or cut it from the mold where the injection goes in. It's like a little dot. I usually try to get that on a side that won't be seen.
Yeah, it's called the sprue mark.
Yeah, there you go. So I pointed mine down, but if you're dealing with a part that has a sticker, you're going to want to make sure you do that first so that you can put the sticker on the right way.
Now you tell me.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't actually look on tiles as much, but I definitely do that. It's more prominent on rounded bricks. So like the 1x1s or these like little like telescopes they're using.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can definitely see those.
Yeah, I just pointed mine inwards just a second ago, just as you're saying. So.
Yeah, that little white mark on the bottom.
What do you call it? A sprue?
Yeah, so like there's some, you can look up like some videos of like how they inject them and then they come out and there's all these little sprues, just like the little minifig accessories, like the like they used to be in those sets. They gave you the entire sprue that you could pop the things out.
Okay, so that's what that thing is called, is the sprue.
Yep.
And then I knew that each piece had a mark. When I used to build models in my youth, I used to build model tanks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they all came on the sprue, so you had to like use a knife to cut them off or scissors or something.
Yep.
So I am the same way. I like to kind of keep those things sort of hidden. I saw Mr. Fazoom. He did a quick little video on Instagram where he was actually complaining about the new injection mold mark, or sprue, if you will. Although with pieces, it's truly an injection mark, because they don't come on a sheet. They just get injected and then fall out of the mold. But it has they have little marks on one of the studs now that are really, really evident. So
what part are we talking about?
It was a 2x4 or 1x4 plate, I think.
Huh.
And you could see it, like you can see it just a little bit on any stud. Like take these little brackets, for instance. I'm not going to hold up the camera because I don't want the zoom to get messed up again, but it's barely visible, but it's there. But the ones that he's talking about are like really visible. So it was a little venting video.
I know that Lego does a good job of being smart where they put that on most elements.
Yeah.
And I've even noticed like there are some plates that, let's say you're doing like an 8x8 plate and it just will have tiny little like studs sporadic for like plants or like micro scale stuff. I've seen them actually put that on the same part where the sprue mark is. Like the instruction says that. I wonder, like, is that being really smart and covering that up on purpose, or
making it part of the exactly. Excuse me. Oh, well, now we're coming to a very tricky sticker where we're applying it onto this.
I just got to that part.
Yeah. So you're also supposed to put that piece itself onto another piece, and I'm going to apply the sticker first. So how do you typically approach these?
With great care.
With great care and dexterity, yeah.
So I didn't do it at first. I'm glad you reminded me. I will look ahead and see like where it's going to attach. Like if you were to put the sticker up top towards the studs, you might screw yourself and have problems with it being covered up. So I might look at the bottom and try to line it up with that.
So I do the same thing, look ahead, see how it's going to be aligned with the model, and then go from there. And I usually start at one of the flat edges and roll up.
Yep.
There you go.
Perfection.
Very nice. Well, we are almost done here, so this is good. So what do you have planned for the rest of the day?
I do not know. I'm pretty easygoing, so.
Right.
Do you have any set plans?
Nothing set, although I do need to we have a trampoline in the backyard that needs to get taken down for the winter. And I would like to get some lunch. Definitely
Always
feeling
good.
The need for refueling. That's cool.
I do like all the curves and slopes of this thing.
Yeah, me too. And I like the gold accenting as well.
Yes. So here's where we are.
Yeah.
At least me.
Oh yeah, we're like literally on the same.
Twinning.
Twinning. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one. Let's see. I like the sleighs, says Claire. Thank you.
Do you have anything on your Christmas wish list?
Yeah, the Disney Castle was on there. The new UCS style tumbler was on there. And there's also a birthday coming up between now and Christmas this month. So they're kind of a double list, which makes it a bit tricky.
Yep.
Home Alone would be great, but there are definitely other sets in the foreground. Oh yeah, that goes there. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Where does that? Oh, I see.
I don't have a lot of this piece. These rounded. They call them bread loaves at Lego.
They call them what?
Bread loaf.
Oh, bread loaf. Oh, didn't you put a nice little joke? Yes, that's right.
So, which they actually in the instructions talk about that, like they inside Lego, like just headquarters or just designers, they just like we have the cheese wedge, they call that one the bread loaf. And
that's cool.
I don't have a lot of this piece, but I think it just matches so well with so many different builds. So it's a very cool piece to use.
Yes, I don't have any of these, I think, until right now. So there you go. And Jeff Van Winden is saying, or VW Bricks is saying that he also has to take his trampoline down. And thanks for reminding him. Yeah, sorry, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's necessary evil in where we live.
I can't really, well, I guess I could have a trampoline, but it gets very windy here.
And
I'm afraid that my trampoline would become my neighbor's trampoline.
Yes. I went really all out with ours. I dug down trenches into the ground.
Yep.
Just like a few inches down on each side just to level it out because we have an uneven backyard. And then I didn't get around to doing this, but I do need to do it when in the spring. I bought clamps that I would I put wood sleepers down beneath each leg of the trampoline, and then I bought clamps that I will fasten down to the wood sleepers so that it's kind of, and then I'll anchor the sleepers into the ground with some rebar, so it's like never going to go anywhere.
Cool, nice.
So you could do something like that.
Could. I think we know the likelihood of that happening.
You have to leave the Lego space eventually. Come on. Okay, you don't. Wow, overkill, he says. That's awesome. Okay, take care, Emma. See you later. Well, sleighs are going on.
One good benefit about the wind where I'm at is I don't have to pick up leaves very often because they just go everywhere, literally everywhere. But I have one section of my house that there's the ding.
Ding, fries are done.
Yep, I cannot make that go away.
That's all right.
But one section of my house, it's like a 4 foot, maybe 5 foot, like just passageway to get to the backyard with the fence gate kind of a thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
All my leaves, or not all, but a lot of leaves get trapped in that little section. And it's perfect because I can literally just keep blowing it towards that gate and then grab my snow shovel and pick up all the leaves and just dump it. And
just gather them up. Yeah.
Just gather them right there. So I usually just kind of wait till they get there.
Yeah. Well, that's smart. If nature's going to do the work for you.
Yeah. Right? This is not just a hat rack, my friend.
Well, okay. So I've got some sleighs or some sleds on the bottom, and I've got some nice decorations going on the side. How are you doing with yours there?
Doing the same thing.
Very cool.
One side's done.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice, really nice little set.
I am sitting here kind of wondering what it would look like to expand the sleigh. Like the width is pretty good, but if it was like a few studs longer, especially if I have more reindeer attached. But that might be more work. I might not do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandon Lean Gruber says, work smarter, not harder. Exactly. Wow, that's interesting to do that. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's for the, I gotcha. So anybody in the chat would let us know if you've actually got this set. And if you've built it or will be building it.
This is a Darth Santa.
Yes.
What is on my Christmas wish list? So yesterday I would have said, not much. Like there's things I would like but don't need. And then this morning I went on to Bricklink. That's how usually my budget talks with my wife go. Well, it's on Bricklink. And came across Brent Waller's calendar.
Ooh.
It's like a week away or a couple days away from crowdfunding. And of all the ones, it looks like something that could be a legit set. Like, kind of bummed that Lego didn't do it, but
yeah, I don't really understand. Oh wow, those don't really go in. Oh, there we go. They have so many to pick from, so it's got to be tough for them to pick.
Yeah.
You know, and that is more of a seasonal set. Although no, it isn't. It's the whole year.
Yeah, it's made to be modular, which is why I think I liked it, because you could do so many different things with it. So
yeah. So will you go for that then off the Bricklink program?
I think the price point is just not quite able. And it may have fallen into like, because I saw it, now I want it kind of kind of a thing. So I don't know. I feel pretty happy with the things I want. I also super look forward to the 1st of January because there will be a new modular. So usually around Christmas you might see some images or chatter going on about that. So I get excited for that.
Yep.
If I have any leftover Christmas money, sometimes I save it for that. So
oh boy.
It's also really enjoyable to see what goes on sale with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and just retailers trying to win your dollar. So sometimes it's like,
true.
I do want this, but now that it's only $20, yeah, I'm even happier.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a local store here called Mastermind Toys, and they occasionally have a BOGO sale. So you buy one, get one 50% off, which is it's 25% off Lego, basically.
Yeah.
Which is as low as you're going to find it unless you go into these one-off stores because I think Lego dictates the maximum that you can actually put the sale on set. VW Brick says the Bricklink Designer Program sets won't need to be budgeted until 6 months from now.
True. It is just a commitment, and then you pay for it later. But
yeah. A lot of small little details going on here at the very end with the reindeer connections.
Yeah. So this would be the part of the instructions that I went through and ordered extra pieces of to do the same connection points. So
right. I'll just give everybody a peek at where we're at here. So we've pretty much got the entire sleigh done, and now we're attaching the front reindeer harness. Very cool. Now it's saying to take the bricks out of the reindeer that you put in earlier.
I never did it. Shh.
I did it. And for anybody that's just joining now, here's what one of the reindeer looks like. Very, very nice.
Do you have a brick in one of them right now that you could show?
Yes.
I
So
noticed,
it looks like with the brick in.
I noticed that there was weird gaps between the body and the brick.
You're right. Yeah, there are. Yeah, it's almost as if the reindeer is sort of cranking out this way on either side.
So I think it's really a design thing because I reached out to Lego, and I know that other people have. Some people had better luck in getting replacements, and I was told, "Oh, I'm sorry." So
you actually reached out to see if you could get a fixed piece.
Yes, but that was when last year's Christmas set, the Elf Clubhouse, because I was like, "Is it supposed to be like this? Is it made so you can get the brick out easier without adding more stress?"
Right.
But it's kind of odd that there's a gap.
And what did they say? Oh, we're sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I mean, they were not rude. They were just not. They were letting me lead the conversation, and I wasn't very forceful, and so they were just like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I get it.
It was not. But I did start out the conversation trying to be like, "Is it designed this way on purpose?
Yeah.
Should it look this way?" Which, no offense, but this person may not have actually built the set, so they were just like, I'm not 100% sure on that." So. Which I get.
Yep. So we have some little stickers that go on the back of the reindeer here. It's hard to see, but there you go.
So I won't have that sticker sheet for my additional reindeer, unfortunately.
Katie Lego for Fun is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are just finishing building the Santa's sleigh set. So we've got the sleigh pretty much completed, and now we're just attaching the reindeer. And they did it again. So they want us to build things twice, but they don't tell us until the very... Oh, it does say right at the beginning now, this time. But I've run into a set before where it doesn't tell you to build it twice first. And you get all the way to the end and then realize, oh, I had to build that twice. Oh, man.
Yep.
So maybe they're listening and they're fixing that problem. I don't know.
But there's still people that don't see that on there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, I really should have known, and I kind of did. I just wasn't doing it.
Do you think you could name all the reindeer from Santa?
Dasher, Dancer, Donner, Blitzen, Comet, Cupid. Oh, sorry. Dasher, Dancer. There's Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
Wow.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Jeff. That was his name, right?
Jeff, the red-nosed reindeer. Yep.
Randy?
Randy the reindeer? Wow. So I've never had gold flex tube, but now I do.
Yeah, and it's a interesting size. Like usually when you get them, they're much larger. What was the last one? I think there was some in the Chinese New Year that I did.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I find some pieces are looser fitting than I think they intend. Like these little clips that go on the end of the 1x1 modify with a bar sticking out of it. It's a little loose, the connection, but I think it'll hold.
I hope so. We have to go all the way around the world in this thing.
I know.
in one night.
You could almost say it was magic. I believe in magic.
Oh, I just built all the reindeer with the harness going the same direction.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm laughing.
You would.
You would.
Harry? Is that his name? Harry the reindeer?
Harry, the reindeer, the last one, yeah. The next year Christmas set should come with a Rudolph. You're right. Where are you?
It'll be like one set, and it'll be like super expensive.
Yeah. So I think what I might try to do for the next time we go live is maybe have very light theme music going in the background, something that's kind of fitting.
I like that.
Nothing too overpowering, but just a little bit of light music to maybe, kind of fill the emptiness.
Yeah.
It's an evolving process, you see.
We can't all talk as much as Emily. So.
No, that's true. Unless we brought her in here. Emily, are you still watching? And Jeff, did you want to pop in and say hi while we're still on stream? Because we've only got about maybe 10 minutes left here. If you do, just come on in and I'll add you in. You can show us your progress on your castle. But it's okay if you don't.
This is a marvelous piece. I mean, it's not new, but the rounded 1x2, so useful.
He says, I can if you want, and I do want. So come on in. Yes, I love those pieces. And you didn't you build a barrel out of them recently? Or
I was experimenting with it, but I built a well, like a minifig size.
Oh, that's what I meant. A well, yeah. Yeah, barrel, well, yeah, sorry. But yeah, that's what you did. All right. So we have a guest. So
haha, I can add myself.
Oh, you can. There you go.
Yes, I can. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that, but it was like, ha.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. I was going to do a little intro, but that's all right.
You know what?
Okay, so introducing VW Bricks, Jeff and Winnen. Come on in, Jeff. Hey.
I forgot to mention too, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you want to highlight something that someone's written on the side, you can just click on that.
Oh, you're right.
In the chat, and it'll pop up. I forgot to mention that earlier. Hello. I had to quickly switch over to my my dual cam setup, so
yes,
might lose my screen for a minute.
And so, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Building castle. But
yeah, can we get a visual?
Yeah, I have to just. I'll just go black screen on my camera.
Oh, okay. Ooh, cool.
That's the OBS camera. So, build. There we go. Start camera. Oh, I forgot to actually go virtual. There we go.
Awesome.
So, I'm working on the last tower around the base of the castle.
Oh.
So,
how many hours do you think you've still got left before you're ready?
Hopefully less hours that it takes me between now and Brick Fair. No, I don't know. I think as I go up into the center of this castle, the walls get taller but shorter. Like they're not as wide. So I think it really depends on if I run out of bricks or not. Which is, a real world scenario. Just trying to move the camera over here. There. So that's the castle as it is right now. Well, with the other two walls just below here that I'm working on.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So just to give people, it's a good crazy, Jeff. Just to give people an idea of size, what would you say the dimensions are in sort of, let's say, feet?
Currently 7 by 7.5 feet. But I'm going to, when we get or I need to buy. I want to buy some short tables. You know those like 2 by 4 foot tables that they sell with the collapsible legs.
Yep.
I want to get. I have 3 of them. I want to get another 5.
Okay.
And basically that'll give me an 8 foot by 8 foot section. And then I'm going to have it lower to the ground so people can see it better.
Excellent.
So that's my goal at least.
Hmm. Well, I think it looks amazing, and I would like to see it in person. So.
Oh yeah.
You're driving down, right? What's your total trip time to Alabama, do you think?
Well, it's 17. I think it's 1,700 kilometers. I think it was about. It's like the first day will be 7-8 hours. The second day will be 9 to 10.
Wow.
And that's just because I'm going to cross the border in Buffalo versus in Detroit, just because the London to Detroit corridor is really bad for winter.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to go through Buffalo and then swing through Cleveland and pick Maddie up as well. So
very, very cool. Well, yeah. And so in terms of total time away, you're going to be away for a week?
Yeah. Well, my plan is to leave the Tuesday before the convention, and come back the following Tuesday. Okay. But that's, again, weather dependent. If it's if there's a storm coming in, I can leave earlier. Like I've got the Monday off, I've got the weekend off. And then coming back, same thing. I mean, I have a few days leeway here and there. Nice. So, you know.
Yeah, so we have some people saying things in the chat. Katie Lego for Fun says she will definitely fill out the silence. Emily needs to be on YouTube, says the Brick Cove. Emily needs to be on Twitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's her stage for sure. Okay. I'm going to full screen here for a second, and I'll show everybody the finished product. And then you guys Brett, you can show yours in a second. But here is the finished sleigh. So we have Santa and his 4 reindeer, 4 of the 8 or the 9 reindeer. It's a very cool set. Ho ho! That's not what he says. He says ho ho ho. And figuring out how to do cameras. There we go. All right.
Mine has presents.
Oh, how do I? There we go.
There we go.
Oh yeah, you got the presents inside. Excellent.
And Santa's eating a snack. So.
Yes, very awesome. I had mine playing the guitar.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
And
okay.
The squeaking is my furnace that started up, but I can't reply because if I do, I'm replying back as Rick, so I won't.
Cool. Well, I guess that wraps up our live build of the sleigh. So, Brett, thank you very much for joining me for the live build, and Jeff, thanks for popping in at the end. And again, thanks for letting me piggyback off your StreamYard.
It's not a problem.
Really appreciate it.
And
yeah, I agree. And thank you everybody in the chat for joining us and hanging out with us for the stream. This was a great first stream, I think. Had a lot of fun, and definitely look forward to more in the future from this. So we had Brandon Leemgruber in the chat. We had Katie Lego for Fun, the Brick Cove, Scothyu. We had Brett, of course, and also in the chat earlier we had my wife and daughters. Yeah, so again, thank you everybody, and we'll go ahead and end the stream now, and we will see you next time on Brickin' with Rick.